DSS Express is an advanced solution to locally monitor your Elite or E-Series recorders and cameras. Setup for DSS is a bit more complex than your standard installation, as it uses a client-server model. This means a server application needs to be installed, and a client application must then run and connect to the server. DSS is not intended as a plug-and-play remote viewing solution, but rather a reliable, feature-rich, local solution. DSS can be resource-intensive software. Note that DSS server and client can be installed on the same machine or separate machines running on the same local PC network. However, if you're looking for a simple and direct way to monitor your home or small business cameras remotely, we instead suggest you check out our other, more simple software solution, SmartPSS. Links for SmartPSS and its install guide can be found in the description. Our first step is to download the DSS server installer. Open a browser and navigate to www.securitycameraking.com. From here, hover over the CCTV Learning Center and click Downloads. On the Downloads page, the very first option available is DSS Server. Download this by clicking the link and following any additional download prompts like you see on the screen. Note that the file is a zip file and must be extracted after download. Once downloaded, navigate to the folder that the file downloaded to. This can often be accomplished via your browser's download window. Once there, right-click the file and click Extract. This will unzip the contents to a folder with the same name as the file. This folder should automatically open for you. Once it does, we can run the server installation. After running the installer, make sure to allow it through any Windows user account control prompts that might pop up. Check the license agreement, then click Next. Make sure the default directory is one you can install to and click Install. The installer can take several minutes and may take longer than it does in the video. Once the install completes, we can run the server. When the server runs for the first time, we'll need to select which network connection it utilizes, if you have more than one. If you only have one, it will default to this connection. Click Next when you are ready. Leave the TLS security settings as they are on the TLS security page and click the Finish button. The server will now begin running. This process can take several minutes, and you will see a message indicating that the server services are starting. We are waiting to see that all the server processes are not stopped or starting, but are running. When this is the case, we can download the client and install it. To do so, click the Download Client option here. This will open a browser and automatically direct you to the server's client software download page. As the page is HTTPS, you will likely have to click Advanced and then choose the Continue to Server IP option. Once loaded, click the Download link. Unlike the server file, this installer is not a zipped file and can be run directly from the download window in your browser. Once it is finished, run the installer. As before, once the installer runs, feel free to close your browser and check the license agreement. Then click Next. Make sure the selected directory is usable as an install, and then click Install. Once the installer is finished, click Run. Ensure to allow the apps through any Windows firewall prompts that may come up. As mentioned before, DSS Express is a client-server style application. This means that the server runs on a dedicated machine, and then the client software can connect back to the server. The client software can be run on the same machine as the server, like we are in this video, or it can be done on another machine connected to the same local area network as the server. On the left is the server, and on the right is the client. By default, the server will use port 443 as its login port. However, in some instances, this port may be in use already. If this is the case, the server will automatically choose a different port. Always double check that the login port displayed by the server is in fact 443. If you see a different value in the login port field on the server, change the client's login port to match. When logging into a server on the same machine, insert the IP address 127.0.0.1. This is the local host IP and tells the machine to connect to a server running on itself. If the server is running on a different machine than the client, use the server machine's IP address in this field. By default, the username for admin on DSS is system. Once you click into the username field for the very first time, the setup will prompt a password creation for this user. After setting your password, select 3 security questions and answers for password recovery. Once selected, the client will finish connecting to the server. Congratulations, you have now successfully installed DSS Express. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe.